thank you, Tiffany. And a beautiful start on this Tuesday, the 1st of November. We started off on a warm note, and we are going to see those temperatures running well above average later on this afternoon, but plenty of sunshine still. A few clouds out there off into the distance, none producing any rain. So as we take a look at the visible satellite, really useful during the daylight hours. You can see where all those puffy cumulus clouds are, a little bit more sunshine along the Big Bend region of Florida and across the Panhandle. But we should see some of those clouds producing some rain later today, mostly across our inland communities, so west of the Turnpike and also west of 95, closer to Lake Okeechobee, and of course the western half of the state. So limited rain in the forecast today, Wednesday. I think Thursday we should see a good chunk of some early morning showers, afternoon a little bit drier, but by Friday, limited rain also expected, but there are some changes over the next couple of days. A lot of dry air still in place for today. It's going to prevent widespread rainfall, but as we look into the bigger picture, I mentioned that we do have a new tropical storm. This is Martin in the Atlantic, moving away from the continental United States, and we have another tropical storm just to our south, and this is Tropical Storm Lisa, expected to make landfall later on this week along Belize over the next couple of days. So it is going to continue to strengthen as it moves in the west in the open Caribbean into a Category 1 hurricane, making landfall at around 90-mile-per-hour winds sustained, and then moving over land. Fortunately, it will begin to weaken as it is overland and cut off from that warm water source. Otherwise, over here across Florida, it's going to be pretty quiet weather. Again, a couple sprinkles in the forecast for today. Weak boundary to our north, so that could keep a little bit of that morning shower there for your Wednesday, even for your Thursday. But by Friday, not really looking at too much in the way of moisture moving in. But as we head towards the weekend, we are going to keep an eye on some tropical moisture there in the Atlantic over the next several days after that. So next week, we could see some wetter conditions returning across the Florida area. But at least by the end of this work week, we'll see those winds picking up, a little breezy at times, winds sustained around 15, gusting into the 20s all the way through Friday. Right now, though, it is warm, mid-80s to the lower 80s inland, and we still have a couple more hours to see those temperatures peaking at around 87 this afternoon. So very hot, very steamy, feeling more like the 90s. And then for the rest of your evening, limited rain in the forecast. Temperatures back into the low 80s for tonight, sundown, a little after 6:35 p.m. And then it should be pretty pleasant if you like the warm weather through midnight and into early tomorrow morning. So here's a look at the most accurate forecast here across South Florida and the Treasure Coast. Temperatures in the mid-80s above average all the way through Friday, limited rain. That's for your weekend. Saturday looking the drier of the 2 days. Sunday, time change day. We should see some scattered showers in the forecast with temperatures in the low 80s. Again, next week is looking a little bit more unsettled. We have to keep an eye on the tropical moisture, but for now, expect to see more rain into next week, but at least take advantage of the drier weather for this week. Brooke, thank you so much.